Enrique Herrera.
It's all right. Yeah, sure. I actually wanted to just. Is there a way I could
You
just get
lower it a
this?
little bit?
Sorry.
Thank you.
I actually wanted to start this off by congratulating the Trump administration on the executive action of Take It Down Act. This is a very brazen step forward against any AI pornography or anti-Rule 34 legislation toward any human or cartoon, and preferably we can eradicate that type of counterfeit content of any type of cartoon character or human, myself included, from any type of computer system or anything like that. I'm really happy that that it was just that easy for that to be conducted, and I urge the council members to take into account that you can now address that in your local government. Westfield was one of those examples. In my case, Island Spine and Sauna was a big work environment, primarily female, which I actually had to kind of push that agenda by myself because of the lack of support that I had at the beginning of my campaign against that. I'm also going to be spending some time challenging the resolve of certain individuals in government that refuse to acknowledge me on social media, especially on the actions of deepfake warfare and just communicating about it, addressing it. I protested in front of Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's office and got arrested twice. They were both dismissed. I can represent myself in a court of law. I got it easy peasy in there. So I'll be addressing her first. I dare you to speak to me, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. If in the event you do have some sense of conscience, I'm sure you can pick up your phone and talk to me in any way, shape, or form. I'm just going to go right there for that one. Governor, for the camera. Bernie Sanders, I haven't heard from you in a while. I wonder if you're still there. I really hope that it's not an AI I'm speaking to, because that's something that is a thing where you can just replace yourself. I'm sure there was even a situation where a court judge reprimanded a male, putting in one of those AI lawyers. So if that was the case, then I don't know what's going on social media. It's completely dry for me. I know I've already addressed it with the local members and stuff, but I'm kind of just trying to see if I could swipe out the big dogs in here. In terms of the governor of New Jersey, I'm going for Governor Murphy. Where you at? I really hope that you guys can actually address me and not silence me on social media, use Meta to shadow ban me beyond all recognizable doubt, and think of me as a robot. If anything else, here I am. I am going to press the Donald Trump administration with President Trump and J.D. Vance. Vice President, where you at? I'm pretty much here waiting to see what you have in store. I'm sure the Secret Service investigation on October 5th yielded nothing wrong, so I'm sure we can communicate without any of you being afraid of me. I was more or less very much hypercritical on AI deepfake agendas against that behavior, and I even gave a more in-depth, detailed assessment on my social media account, which was never even addressed. If in the event there is any type of identity theft or intellectual property theft, I would hope that in some sense you can accredit me with at least addressing it and holding my ground on that issue of being against this type of AI warfare in terms of deepfakes and stuff like that. Again, I created AI 1218, which destroys prediction, scale, and orchestration of any illegal act conducted against a woman. However, in terms of deepfakes and stuff, I cannot stop a woman from creating that material. If it is something that you want to do in your spare time, yeah, but if I can just remove it, that'd be a better option. It's something that would be beneficial for a species to see women address the situation right away. And again, I am always open for debate in terms of any reference of my sanity being put into question. I'm sure anyone has referenced Bernie Sanders' hair or whatever like that. But yeah, I'm going to go for this, the swipe for the New York representative, I'm going to go for Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez first, and I'm going to continue my fight against that type of neglect that even if I'm not a constituent of your congressional district, of the 14th congressional district, I showed up by myself with a Captain America shield, ready. If in the event you do have some sense of status, I will be taking this recording from the YouTube channel, assuming it does get recorded. Sometimes it doesn't really go through, and I'll be ending that right there. Thank you.
Thank you very much.